Hello everybody. It's been exactly 1 month since I recorded my last update video, and if anybody who's been keeping up at all, I have been dormant for the last month. I did upload 3 videos about a week and a half ago, maybe? I don't remember exactly when I did. It's been flurry of activity around the house with the holidays and everything, and just been battling sickness. My wife and son have been sick for a month and a half now, both on their second runs of antibiotics recently, and so yeah, I've been getting a little bit of that too, but not quite full-blown sick. So that's where everything's been. I've been trying to keep up on my process. I said in the last video I was hoping to get my reviews up by the end of the month, or start uploading them, but that's not going to happen. I just wanted to bring you a quick update. It's not going to be as long as ones in recent times. I just wanted to bring you just to basically, hey, how's it going? This is what's going on, and approximately what you can expect coming up. I've been listening to a lot of Iron Maiden still. It's a little bit more arduous and tricky of a process, very meticulous. So I've been trying to be faithful, like I've said in the last 2 videos. I've really been trying to make sure that these song ratings represent the truest possible representation of how I feel about them as a whole, comparing all the songs side by side if I can. That's not necessarily going to happen. Obviously, if I run into a barricade as I change the ratings. I'll show you what I've been doing recently. The last video I showed you that I was in the process, I had all the songs that had the same ratings that were clumped together in their own category. Everything that was rated 8 3/4, 13, 11 1/2, whatever it might be. I had rotated it from the halves to the quarters with that cycle through the songs. And then I was in the process of arranging, and this is the very sheets that I was showing you last month, where I was starting to order them in each category as a spectrum from my least favorite to my favorite. And I also mentioned what I was planning on doing after that, which is actually what I'm in the middle of right now, which is the boundary ones. So say here, so between 9 3/4 and 10, let's see, the highest rated song there is Gates of Tomorrow. That's rated 9.95. I just went up in reasonable increments within each category. Obviously, this is, as you can see, there's, I think it's 11 songs in this category. So I went up by 0.02 rating points with each one there, and so Gates of Tomorrow, and then the lowest rated song in the 10 category was Starblind, and so I would listen to those 2 side by side, and then if Gates of Tomorrow, say, jumps up, then that would flip past Starblind here, and then the next rated song, highest rated song, was The Assassin, 10.03, so then I would listen to that. That didn't actually happen with this particular category, actually. That's the one I'm on right now. Between 10 and 10 1/4 is what I'm going with now. But so say the 2 boundary songs, Starblind and Gates of Tomorrow, should they have switched, maybe that's, so Gates of Tomorrow was the lower rated song, that would translate up above in the ratings. So then I would switch Gates of Tomorrow to a 10, and then Starblind would have gotten a 9.95, so their ratings flip-flopped. And then I would keep doing that with each successive song up in the list, past Starblind, upwards from 10, 10.03, 10.05, etc., up until it ran into the wall, so to speak, and it didn't go any further. And then I would reorder all the categories as I go. So I'll show you what I've done so far with those. So see 7, see then I rearranged it, and see Wildest Dreams here in the 7.5 category actually went up to 7 3/4, and Killers, which was in the 7 3/4 category, got bumped up then, and Total Eclipse from the 7 3/4 got bumped all the way up into the 8 category. So then here on the right hand side is the newest order that I've gotten to with all of those categories. And quite a few songs have moved up or down, and actually I had to go back through when I was in the middle of it. So say yeah, after each boundary one, I would then, oh, here we go, this is a good example. So Die With Your Boots On and Tail Gunner were next to each other, and if you see over right, that's their most recent rearranged rating. Those two were on the boundary of 8 and 8 1/4. So they, I would listen to Die With Your Boots On, and that happened to move past Tail Gunner on the ratings. So then I translated that up, and it actually ran into the wall right away with Innocent Exile, which was the next one up on the list. 8.28 on the 8 1/4 category, so that stopped right there. Tail Gunner actually went down past New Frontier, Genghis Khan, Blood on the World's Hands, and ran into the wall at Be Quick or Be Dead, which I deemed that it was a more favorable song then, so that stopped right there. And then now that I've done this is basically what I'm planning on doing now that I've got these rearranged. Any songs at the boundary region of this rearranging process that are next to each other that weren't before and haven't been compared side by side, I'm going to go through once more and try and hash it out a little bit deeper. I'm really digging deep with this one. Like I said, I wanted to be thorough with this. I wanted to be meticulous, and as I unfold each new phase of this, I'm finding a little bit more fine-tuning I can do to tweak the ratings of each group of songs and get a more accurate representation of each individual song and how it stands compared to any other ones that I can possibly listen to it next to without disrupting like one that's way far ahead in the ratings. I'm finding that my ratings have generally been fairly close to how I feel about the song in relation to the other ones. I got that intuitive sense because I've listened to them so much, but yeah, that's what I've been doing, and that's what I would... Zab, get out of there. Lay down. So I'm not going to take the song in the 8 1/4 category, for instance, and listen to it next to something way up in the 10.5 or something like that, because I don't think that that's going to happen. I've had a few songs that have bumped down quite a bit, a fair amount, I guess, but they haven't dwindled so far down. You know, I have a pretty good grasp in my heart and soul, if you want to put it that way, of how I feel about the song. It's not just the emotional response, it's the overall picture that it conveys in relation to the lyrics, like I've said before. So I already have that established intuition of the song's feel and its soul and its depth, how deep the band dug each of them to combine their talents to make that particular song and relate it well to the lyrics, the story they're trying to convey, the depth and the passion they feel, how much they connect with the subject matter, each individual and collectively. Because sometimes the soul, you know, there might be a really good, powerful song with good verses, but yet the solo might not, the guitar solo or something might not feel as passionate or deep. So that's where I stand with those ones, and as I go with these, they're going to be more fine-tuned, and I don't know how many more cycles I can go through. I think that this next one after this might be my last one, so we'll see. So, take care, everybody. Thanks for everybody who's been patient the last 3 months now. I've been really trying to get everything focused so that I can deliver something that's accurate according to my tastes, and something that's as descriptive and specific as possible about the band, because I like sharing the music I like with people, and hopefully I can turn some people on to some new music. And also, anybody who already listens to Iron Maiden that's going to be watching these, maybe doesn't have some of the albums and might get a glimpse of something that they really like. So that's my ultimate hope, is just sharing the music with you guys and different nuances of it that you might not have considered otherwise. So my perspectives added to your own. Okay, see you later.